I have with me the Cyberboard. Anyway, we're gonna basically just open it up, take a look at it. I haven't opened it up. My favorite part about these cases. Oh, that's good. Oh, you will find like these 4 things inside the box. First one is the instruction manual. There's plenty of these. They basically tell you like function what, and then you get RGB. It's basically an instruction manual. And then next up, I have a PCB foam. A PCB foam? Yeah, PCB foam. And then we have the gears. These gears are honestly a pretty good mounting style, but they are quite tedious to change out, not gonna lie, because once you change out one, you have to change out everything. Cyberboard didn't actually use these leaf springs previously. Yeah, these provide a lot of customization for those who really want like a really specific amount of flex. Aside from that, I actually have 3 screws and this small bag. Is extra screws inside there. Okay, so let's actually move on to the keyboard now. The main thing, the one I have with me is the fully assembled version, and you can get a kit. The kit itself is $570, but the fully assembled one that I have is $730. That is quite expensive. This video isn't sponsored in any way. There's no money related to this. They just send over the keyboard, review. I don't have to say anything specifically or anything, but I feel like it would be fair if I tell you guys what is in the brief, you know? So I believe the main selling point for the latest release, R4 Cyberboard, is the new color. So we have Gangsta, Fluo Free, Cloud White V2, and Stone Face. Basically purple, green, white, or grey. Yeah, anyway, so purple is inspired by Giorno Giovanna, and then the green is inspired by Jolene. The white one is inspired by Jotaro. So yeah, all these are basically inspired by a certain JoJo Bizarre Adventures character. And they actually have custom designs for the backlight thingy with Jotaro characters. I mean JoJo's Adventures characters. So that's pretty cool. I believe the colors are one of the main reasons why they would release an R4 of the Cyberboard. But aside from that, there is also, you know, the leaf spring mount being used on the Cyberboard. We have improved internals, including a new pad film, IXPE8 switch pad, and Poron pads, making it the best sounding Cyberboard yet. That is very interesting. We're gonna find out. Let's just get started, shall we? So after that really short typing test, this keyboard is not gonna appeal to everyone straight out of the box. It sounds like PE foam. You know, as much as there are a lot of haters of PE foam, there are a lot of people who love PE foam. I, on the other hand, I am pretty neutral, you know? Once in a while, I like the sound of PE foam, and then once in a while, I just need a break from it, go back to like a clackier keyboard. But a good sounding PE foam board really does has that kick to it, you know? In order to open up the keyboard, you will have to remove the 8 screws at the back of the keyboard. Once I remove the 8 screws, the top cover can basically come off and you just remove 2 ribbon cables. So on our top cover, we actually have a really big daughter board. This daughter board basically connects everything. It connects our keyboard to the USB-C, it connects the LED screen, it also connects the Bluetooth battery. Aside from the daughter board, we actually do find some, I would say, force break mod implemented onto the top cover. I think there were some issues with ping on the previous few Cyberboards, and seeing them use the force break mod is definitely a good thing. Moving on to our base, we can clearly see our leaf spring mounts. The default ones are actually really nice. It's not too flexible, not too stiff, it's like really well balanced. But in total, you will actually find 8 leaf springs. 3 at the bottom, 3 at the top, and 1 to the left and 1 to the right. So that makes 8. Moving on to our foam configuration. The Cyberboard actually has a case foam. Normally it has a silicone pad and normally mutes the board really badly. Sadly, this case foam is kind of stuck to that bottom base. You will have to use a lot of strength to pull out that case foam. It's glued onto the bottom base. Moving on to our PCB, even though they did provide a PCB foam, there is already a pre-installed PCB foam on the PCB. And this is also glued onto the PCB. Like, it's really hard to remove. Aside from those two foams, we have our PE foam and our plate foam. So based off foam configurations alone, it doesn't seem like the foam was intended to be taken out or be removed. It seems like it was meant to be there and they didn't really want people to remove it. Which I think makes a lot of sense, because I believe the Cyberboard isn't something you would buy for its sound or for its feel. You would buy the Cyberboard for how it looks, because of how unique and how niche this aesthetic is. For a keyboard of this price, you are definitely paying for aesthetics alone, because if you're buying a keyboard for sound, I believe I can recommend you at least like 5 more different ones that are way cheaper than this. But this has been the review of the Cyberboard. I believe the Cyberboard is one of those staple keyboards in the keyboard hobby. It's like one of those keyboards where you see it or you hear the word Cyberboard and you can immediately imagine how it looks like, what it sounds like in your head, and you remember the exact features of why the Cyberboard is the Cyberboard, right? So yeah, if any of you are interested in the Cyberboard, please check out the link in the description down below. You can go check out the different colors. Even if you're not buying it, you can just click in just to look at the other colors and look at the JoJo character thingy. So go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comment your thoughts on the Cyberboard down below, subscribe if you enjoy keyboard content, and the winner of this giveaway, I have not looked through the comments because it is not Friday. So I'm giving a fair chance to everybody. But at the end of the video, I have a typing test of this keyboard and I will leave a photo of whoever won the Fiverr keyboard. That one's pretty good. So go check out the video if you haven't. But thank you everyone for participating and thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.